Hello kids, how are you? In our virtual class today we will talk about the using of apostrophe. This is the apostrophe, as you can see. So the apostrophe has three uses. We use it in plurals, possessives, and contraction. In our lesson today we will talk about the uses of apostrophe in possessives. So possession means that someone who owns something. For example, this is the yellow car and the driver here, his name is Varun. This car belongs to Varun. Let's see how I will use the apostrophe in this sentence. We use the apostrophe S to show to whom a thing belongs. So Varun here, this picture, he has a yellow car. I can say two sentences. Varun has a yellow car, or I can use the apostrophe instead. So I will say Varun's car is yellow. This girl is Ritu. Ritu, she has a long hair. Instead of saying Ritu has long hair, I can say Ritu's hair is long. Here I use the apostrophe with the singular noun. So I write the noun Ritu, apostrophe S, and I complete the sentence. Here also I have a book. This boy, he has this book. This book belongs to his sister, which means he said this book belongs to my sister. Instead of saying this book belongs to my sister, he will say this is my sister's book. Here I use the apostrophe S with sisters, my sister's book, to show that this book belongs to his sister. Here I have another examples for possessives. For example, the home of John. Instead of saying the home of John, I will say John's home. Here I use the apostrophe S and home. John is a singular noun, so I put the apostrophe at the first, and we will talk about the rules of possession later. The bone of the dog. Instead of saying the bone of the dog, I will say the dog's bone. I put the apostrophe before the S, because dog here is singular noun. The dress of my sister. Another way, I will say my sister's dress. In this example, last example, I will say the car of my father. My father's car. Here I use the apostrophe also before the S in the word father. Father is singular noun. What are the rules of forming possessives? Let's see. The first rule: for most singular nouns, add apostrophe plus S at the first. Let's see. The dog. Dog is singular. We have one dog. Leash. I will say the dog's leash. The dog's leash. The apostrophe comes before the S. In example B, the writer's desk. Writer's desk. I put the apostrophe before the S, which means this desk belongs to the writer, and the leash belongs to that dog. The planet's atmosphere. This atmosphere belongs to our planet, so I put the apostrophe before the S. Jumping to the plural nouns, we add only an apostrophe at the last. For example, if I have multiple dogs, I will put the apostrophe at the last. The dogs, apostrophe, leashes. I have many dogs, many leashes. So here instead of putting the apostrophe before the S, I will put it after the S. The dogs apostrophe leashes, because I have multiple dogs. In example B, the writers apostrophe, many writers here, desks, multiple writers, as we can see, so the apostrophe will come at the end. The planets, many planets, atmospheres, if I'm talking about multiple planets. Rule number 3, for plural nouns that do not end in S, we add also apostrophe plus S. We will deal them such as the first rule, as they are singular nouns. So, an example of plural noun, here we have feet, teeth, women, men, and etc. So, if I'm talking about also the children's toys, I will say the children's, and I will put here apostrophe S, toys. Children is a plural noun that do not end with S. The geeses, also migration route. Here I put also apostrophe S for the geese. Geese is a plural noun that do not end with S. Let's solve the exercises in your grammar book. Here, go to exercise number A. In this exercise, they ask us to rewrite the following phrases using apostrophe S. Okay, the first exercise will be pet owned by Payal. Instead of saying that pet owned by Payal, I will say Payal's pet, whatever his pet is. If it's a dog, a bird, whatever. So here I will say Payal's pet. I will use the apostrophe S. Payal is the noun and it's a singular noun, so I will add apostrophe S. Payal's pet. Sentence number 2. Bag that belongs to Stella. Stella, she has a bag, so I will say Stella's bag instead. Stella apostrophe S. Stella's bag. Scooter owned by Tilak. Tilak, he has a scooter. So how I can use here the apostrophe? I will say Tilak's scooter. Tilak's scooter. Tilak apostrophe S. Tilak's scooter instead. The locket that belongs to Sarala. So here, Sala, she has a locket. So we said Sala's locket. Sala's locket. Sala is the name of a girl and it's a singular noun. So it will be Sala's locket. Sala apostrophe S. Hut owned by the farmer. Hut owned by the farmer. Instead of saying that, I will use the apostrophe S. I will say farmer's hat. Farmer's hat. And hut.